Welcome back. You're still tuned in to News and Views with myself, Salailo Makudir. This time is 8:38 a.m. Central African time. And we're going to be switching gears now to our hashtag Africa Focus feature. This is a part of the show where we focus on some of the most pressing stories and issues across the African continent. And this time around, we'll be looking at a crisis that is currently unfolding in northern Mozambique, where renewed terrorist attacks are forcing tens of thousands from their homes. According to the International Organization for Migration, IOM, 92,792 people. That's over 25,000 families fled their communities between the 22nd of September and the 13th of October across Cabo Delgado and neighboring Nampula province. The attacks are most severe in districts such as Mutsimbawu, Dabrai, Palama, Montipuez, and Chiuere, where homes, churches, and schools have been destroyed and families left with little or no warning. And with us now, joining us via a virtual platform is Andre Mulungu from the Center for Democracy and Human Rights in Mozambique. And we'll be getting a bit more insight on what's happening to our neighbors to the east. And we'll ask what's really happening on the ground and what does this displacement mean for the region, SADC, and for Africa as a whole. And how is the government in Mozambique currently dealing with it? Andre, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you giving us your time, coming to us live from Maputo.
Yes, morning, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity to be here and share again the situation in Mozambique, the situation in Cabo Delgado, the situation of terrorism and the displaced people because of terrorism. So before we talk about displaced people, I think is important to talk a little bit about the situation of terrorism in Cabo Delgado. Last week, as you said, I am based in Maputo, but last week I was in Pemba, the capital of Cabo Delgado province in north of Mozambique, and the situation is not good. The attacks still continue in Cabo Delgado. I'm saying that in 2 or 3 weeks we saw a group of terrorists in a mosque. They was there talking to the people and spreading what they say that they believe. But no one died in this contest. But we have report.
All right. We seem to have lost Andre for a moment.
Districts
Okay.
of the north of Cabo Delgado, that is a province that is suffering by terrorism since 2017. This was the first note that I would like to share with you. The situation is not good. What we probably is what I use to call propaganda of war. Is the government saying that the situation is under control, but the situation is not under control. The situation is still sensitive in Cabo Delgado. We have the force from Rwanda and we have our security force, but they still challenge in Cabo Delgado. This is a very important point to share with you. The sign that the things are not well is the fact that we continue hearing in Cabo Delgado, such as Musimba da Praia and Palma, looking for a secure place. One of
All right. I think because we're struggling a bit with connectivity,
sign that
with
the things
Andre.
are not good in Cabo
Andre,
Delgado.
Andre, can you hear me? All right. I think because we're struggling with a bit with connectivity, we're going to try maybe get him on the telephone because I think it's a very, very important,
Yes, I
turn of
hear
events
you
that
very well.
that's happening. All right, we're going to take a quick break because we're struggling a bit with connectivity. You're cutting, we can hear you, and then we lose you a bit. So I think we're going to ask you to maybe switch off your camera, and then we can just
I see
continue
you and
with
I hear
audio.
you very well. I see you.
Would it be possible for you
I
to switch
see
off
and
your
I hear you
camera?
very well.
Would you please switch off your camera, and then we can continue with audio?
Okay.
All right. Okay, perfect. I think we can just continue with
Okay.
audio. Yes. You
I
can
switch
just
it off
continue.
now.
You can just continue from where you left off.
Yes. Can you repeat the question? The last question you made, please?
Yes. So I wanted to speak a bit about
Yes, I
the
was saying that
challenges.
the situation is not good at all in Cabo
Mhm.
Delgado. Uh, uh, um, uh, the sign of that the situation is not good is that we continue having people leaving their homes in districts like Mucima da Praia and Palma looking for secure place, like Pemba, the capital of Cabo Delgado, and some neighbor country, a province like
All right, we're going to go for a quick ad break. We'll continue with Andre after this.
Day by day. This is Salam Media.
World-class financial services only at Sapphire Global, your financial partner. If you are looking for Islamic Sharia and ethical financial products, look no further. Sapphire Global offers a wide range of financial service offerings from short-term to life and investments. A full-service center with all financial requirements under one brand. Our highly skilled and experienced consultants are ready to help protect your financial future. Contact us on 041 001 0184 or visit our website on www.sapphireglobalfs.com. Sapphire Global is an authorized financial services provider.
There are over 200 million orphans globally. We can't help all of them, but what if we each helped just one? The Al Imdad Foundation now gives you an opportunity to help just one orphan from Syria or Palestine. For just 500 Rand per month, you can help safeguard the dignity of an orphan by assisting them with basic needs such as food, clothing, shelter, medical care, and attention. Our orphan sponsorship program allows you to track the progress of your orphan through regular feedback. Make a difference in the life of an orphan today. Visit alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness. And every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and free Zakat calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
Searching for elite local and international investment and advisory services from an award-winning firm? Look no further than the Belmont Mayer Group, your gateway to unparalleled investment and wealth management. At Belmont Mayer, we believe in the art of wealth creation, a meticulous process fueled by our unwavering commitment to excellence. With a focus on providing elite alternative investments and quality advice, we also pride ourselves on maximizing value for our esteemed investors, as seen through our consistent outperformance. Your financial success is our top priority. Join us at Belmont Mayer and experience the difference firsthand. Ready to embark on a journey of greatness? Contact us today. Reach out to the Belmont Mayor Group on 078 786 1698. Call or WhatsApp or email us at info@belmontmayor.com. Elevate your financial future with Belmont Mayor, where every detail matters.
Connect and stay ahead with Salam Media. This is Salam Media, coming to you live from South Africa.
Welcome back. You're still tuned in to News and Views with myself, Salalo Makwidir. Thank you so much for staying with us as we try to unpack and understand this very, very critical turn of events in Mozambique's Cabo Delgado region, where nearly 93,000 people have been displaced as terror returns to that part of the country. And still talking to us and giving us very, very important insights is Andre Mulungo. He's from the Center of Human Rights, of Democracy and Human Rights in Mozambique, and he's coming to us live from Maputo. Andre, thank you so much for staying with us. I want to touch a bit now on the response of the government. I think what's concerning for me is the fact that there's been a political crisis in Mozambique post the elections. We've seen those protests that have rocked the country, and it almost feels like the government was focusing on destabilizing that aspect instead of looking at the northern part of the country in Cabo Delgado and try and tackle the terror that's ongoing in that part of the country. Would that assessment be true? And how would you, say the government has been handling the situation?
Well, morning again, and thank you for the opportunity to be here and to share the situation, the political situation, political, social, and economic situation in Mozambique, particularly in Cabo Delgado, the province affected by terrorism almost 8 years. So first point, there is no connection between post-election conflict and the lack of response for the humanitarian aid. There's no connection. But first, let me say that the situation in Cabo Delgado in terms of terrorism is still sensitive. The attacks continue. What we hear now from the government of Mozambique is what I used to call propaganda war. The government is trying to show to the world an image that is not a correct image. They are trying to tell people that the situation is under control, but it's not under control. That propaganda war is part of a strategy to show Total, for instance, the leader of a project of oil and gas in Palma, to return the investment in Palma. So the situation is not good. The attacks still continue in areas or in districts like Palma and the Mocimboa da Praia and other districts in the north of Cabo Delgado. 2 or 3 weeks we saw terrorism in a mosque in the center of Mocimboa da Praia. So it means that the situation is still sensitive, and the sign that the things are not good is the fact that we continue seeing people leaving their homes, abandoning their homes, looking for a secure place in province like Nampula, Niassa, and Cabo Delgado, but a majority in Nampula. But also we have people in Pemba, the capital of Cabo Delgado. We have people there looking for security place because of terrorism. In terms of aid, humanitarian, in terms of assistance of the people that are leaving their homes because of terrorism. The situation also is not good because the government of Mozambique is not capable to take care of the people in terms of giving them food, in terms of giving them health, in terms of giving them school. The people are abandoning. I can use this word. The people are abandoning. They are suffering because of terrorism, but they are suffering because no one takes care of them. And the international institution, like has United Nations institutions, was the one that was taking care of the people in Pemba and in Nampula. But because of the contest now, as you see and as you know, we have wars between Russia and Ukraine, and we have a war also in Gaza. So Europe and the United States and the United Nations are using the money that in the past was to give aid the people in Nampula and in other areas to use this money for Ukraine and Gaza. So because of that, the situation is now very bad for the people that are suffering of terrorism.
I want to focus on something that's very, very important, especially for South African-based listeners and just the broader African continent. What should our attention be focused on right now? Could a worsening crisis in northern Mozambique have implications across borders for security, for refugee flows, or just general regional stability?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I didn't understand.
So for South African-based listeners and the broader African continent, especially the SADC region, what should our attention be focused on right now? And could a worsening crisis in northern Mozambique have implications across borders? Could there be a spillover to other African countries, especially when it comes to issues of security, refugee flows, and just general regional stability across the SADC region?
What happens now in Cabo Delgado has impacts for all the regions. But everything now depends on Mozambique. As you know, in the past we had a SAMIM. SAMIM is a force is a regional force that was in Cabo Delgado, but we don't know why SAMIM left Cabo Delgado. This is an embedded decision from the government of President Newsom that he preferred Rwanda instead of SAMIM. What we defend as the CBD is that it's important for us as a region to unite, to join the forces to stop terrorism. If we have terrorism in Cabo Delgado, it means that there are risks that the terrorism can maybe be in another countries of the region. So it's very important to try to stop terrorism, to avoid the spread of terrorism to other countries. We have now in the DRC and we have in Mozambique. We don't know if the situation continues. Where are we going to stand in the next 5 or 10 years? So it's very important now for the region to join force in order to stop terrorism. But as you were saying, having terrorism in Mozambique, it also has impact in the other regions because we have situations or we have reports that our citizens leaving Cabo Delgado and going to other countries looking for security. So it has also impact in other countries. So having a problem in Mozambique, it means that this problem can have effects or can affect other countries. So what I believe that it's important now is that we as a region, as SADC, we as Africans, it's time to join force in order to stop problem. This is not only a problem of Mozambique. We can think that it's a problem for Mozambique now, but we don't know what are the plans of the terrorists, and what are their plans. So maybe if we are not capable to stop it, it can spread to other countries here in the region. So I don't understand, and we as a CDD, we don't understand why Mozambique, the past government of President Filipe Nyusi left SAMI. We believe that SAMI is a strategic force to fight against terrorism here in Mozambique.
I think we're going to leave on that note. Andre, thank you so much for joining us. Always a pleasure chatting to you and getting those very, very important insights coming out of Mozambique. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
There you go. Thanks again to Andre Mulungo from the Center of Democracy and Human Rights in Mozambique for sharing those very, very important insights. As you've heard, the conflict in Cabo Delgado seemingly far from over, and the scale of displacement underlines, I think, that the region may be entering a new, deeper phase of a humanitarian crisis. For those affected, shelter, education, and safety are daily challenges. But for the rest of us across the African continent, especially in the SADC region, I think the signs are pretty clear. And we should all be keeping a laser focused and sharp understanding onto what's happening in the Cabo Delgado region, because it's so close to South Africa. Eh? So close to South Africa. And usually when things like these happen, there's always a spillover to countries that border, countries where there's instability. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this one falls out, how the leaders kind of deal with it, and most importantly, how South Africa tries to assist Mozambique as our very, very good friends with this worsening crisis of terror that is now a bit closer to home than most of us would have expected. This has been our hashtag Africa Focus feature. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be shifting focus now to the Uyghur genocide and the silence and inaction that most Muslim countries are seemingly portraying, the complicity that we're seeing. And we'll be speaking with the World Uyghur Congress Vice President Zumeretei Akin after this.